IMSA fans, we have a really incredible thing that has happened in 2024, getting ready to start the brand new WeatherTech SportsCar Championship Series here at Daytona International Speedway. And behind me, we have what they're calling the Garage Mahal. This is Wayne Taylor Racing with Andretti's pit structure. If you look farther down the lane, as we'll do here in a moment, whether it is Porsche, Penske Motorsports, BMW, M-Team, RLL, many of the GT teams, Cadillac Racing, Ford, Corvette, you see these pit structures, and these are massive. This is where the teams live and work during the practice and qualifying, but here in particular for 24 hours during the Rolex 24. And the big change, the big difference is, look at the size and expanse and volume. Learn that this behind us at Wayne Taylor Racing is meant to house 60 people, 36 engineers during the Rolex 24 and all other races, knowing that they're running 2 Acura hybrid GTP cars. Phenomenal in what we're seeing here, and it really does speak to one thing that you will find nowhere else in motor racing, and it's all a part about IMSA and more of the premium product that they are creating. You will find nothing like this on pit lane, in Formula One, out on the pit wall, IndyCar, NASCAR, any other series. Here in IMSA, we have these phenomenal creations. There's a company in England by the name of Greaves that makes a lot of pit components like these. We know that they start off in about the $400,000 range, and you want to talk about the ones that cost the most? We have indeed surpassed the 7-figure mark with these pit lane structures. The Roomba number for the most expensive one, and we won't say whose it is, $1.4 million. So this is one of the great additions to this new 2024 WeatherTech Championship season. Everything's getting bigger, more professional, faster and more efficient, comfort at the heart of everything, efficiency at the heart of everything. Everybody here looking to get the most out of themselves. Well, what happens? You adapt the habitat around in which you work, and so this is the big thing we have here. Premium for IMSA. Good Lord, some of these structures, I think they might be nicer than some homes we've been looking at. IMSA fans, this is one of my favorite people, Bill Riley. Bill, I hate to say it, you and I are old enough to remember coming to Rolex 24s and events like this, setting up our teams on pit lane with just fold-out card tables.
Yes.
We have come a long way, my friend, to where seemingly about half of the teams have gone to this new large 2-story, I don't know when we're going to get the 3-story, but these large 2-story, big, all-encompassing pit structures. I know Greaves is one company that makes them for a lot of folks, but tell me about this. Moving up to LMP2, you said, you know, we need a little more engineers, more space, but this is starting to become the norm and kind of a premier level for IMSA.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense because we can put 12 people up top. So you have all the drivers up top, all the engineers up top, and the management up top. Then down below, you know, you have more room for the mechanics, more room for tools. Then with the back part having the extra extension, you have room for all the spares are up above, then the crew's all down below. So it's actually a lot more comfortable. When you're up top there during the race, I mean, we're gonna have a warm night this year, but it looks like we're gonna have a warm night, but if it was gonna be a cool night, it'd be really nice up there, you know, during the wee hours of the morning when it gets cold. But this is definitely the way that everybody's going. I think myself and 2 GTP teams have this stand right now from Greaves, and it's just like the way to go. And as soon as you get it built up, it takes a little extra time, but as soon as you get it done, you're done.
It's also designed, though, to not be something where you have to come to the race a week early. There is a lot of modularity designed in where, again, it takes time and effort, but there's a lot of thought put into these various larger designs where a quick pin here and there, it's meant to go together a bit like a Lego piece and come back apart.
Yeah, I think, like, for example, our old pit lane setup would take maybe 4 to 5 hours to put up. This is probably closer 7 to 8. So it's not a whole lot more, and it's just you have to be a bit more organized as a team to get it all done.
But you get a lot more with this.
Absolutely.
You also have, obviously, all the data banks. Your engineers are being served, but your crew and mechanics also have more space to recharge between pit stops. This really does seem like just a natural evolution, but also seems like a perfect speaking point of where IMSA is going, where this brand is just going higher and higher, and we're seeing this represented here as well. We're not going to talk dollars.
Good.
I know that these, boy, I feel like I could buy a Lamborghini and a Ferrari maybe with the price of what the bottom end goes. There's some that are over 7 figures that are here on pit lane. So
Yeah.
quality isn't cheap.
No, it's not. I mean, to do this, I mean, what we did before wasn't cheap either. You bought it in different components. So this is all one component, so the number is big when you go to sign that check. I had to use both hands. So we have bank on TVs all here for the crew to see on both sides. So they'll be more informed during the stop or what's going on in the race than before. You can see all the noses. There's a nose up there, rear block, engine cover. So we have the main TV with the multiplex so we can see all the corners, the timing and scoring, the race broadcast, then telemetry and other timing and scoring screens all down there. 3 engineers in the front, I sit right there. Main data engineer in the rear that controls everything, and then the 4 drivers along the front. And everybody's on the intercom, so it's all pretty, we're not yelling at each other. We can seal it up, it gets pretty warm in here as you can feel, or we can open it up and get it all breezy. And obviously the driver helmets go here, and they all get cooled, all have the built-in fans. So it's really the way to go. Then if there weren't so many booms out at the 24-hour, I could stand out here on my perch and call the stop a lot more effectively and see the cars coming in and out a lot better also. So it's really just the way to go.
Make sure you follow along with us on IMSA's official YouTube channel and follow IMSA Racing on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff with some pretty cool people with some pretty cool race cars. Visit IMSA.com to hear the action called live and download the official IMSA app to follow the timing and scoring information as the sessions take place.